Hi guys, and we're back. We're back in the AB room because Alice went commando and decided somehow she would muster all the strength to screw me over. So, you know what? Betray. Cause bitches be trippin'. Trying to act like the most
Round 2 of the Ambidex game
ghetto person I
has been
possibly can be.
completed.
Anyways, yes.
Result. Thank you. Ambidex.
Yeah, I know the Ambidex gates are now closing. Thank you. We've gone through this like 5 times, 6 times, 10 times probably. I know Luna's probably going to be upset.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting. I thought...
You did it because I made you do it. Oh, I'm an evil spirit now. No, the only reason I'm a sensible spirit because I could jump through everything and just not. Yeah, no. Anyways,
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
let's just go look, Luna.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
All right, well, we already know where Alice voted because somehow she managed to get up there and screw me the hell over. I don't even, but I don't. Betray. Everyone just decided to betray each other. No one won this round at all. What a waste of a game.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
All right. God. Anyways. Yeah, we've seen this before. Oh, looky who's in there. Isn't that great?
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it?
You would have killed me. In fact, you did kill me.
Coward. Well, you gave me the antivirus, didn't you?
You should be happy.
Tenmyoji told me.
So you...
Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people. A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me.
Great.
In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
Great, so then you decide, hey, let's be a complete dick and screw over the guy who saved you.
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
Great.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes. So what if I was?
Nice of you, Alice, as always.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose betray. There was...
Are you sure?
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone. Yes. If Dia would chosen ally, Phi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen ally, Dia would have killed her.
Great.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another.
That's...
Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
Everyone's a dick. That's what I get away from this. Or take away from this, I should say. I agree, Sigma. We should probably just try to be a little bit more trusting and try not to kill one person who saved your life. Anyway, saved your life, Alice. Come on. Let's do it. Should probably not be doing this when it's
Sigma.
1 a.m. and I'm tired as shit, so I slur everything. I'm not...
But I need to think on something for a bit.
Okay, go do that.
I would appreciate being left alone.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution.
Oh yes, you are just a delicate little
Sorry.
whatever. Delicate little butterfly. Why can I not say anything today?
Well, in that
Holy
case-
shit. Et tu, Fi. God.
Yeah, sorry.
Fuck, everything's going wrong. Anyways, have fun, Fi. Uh-huh.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here. Come on, Clover. Let's go. Hold on! I'm coming!
Yeah.
Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
Well, what have we learned today? Absolutely nothing.
Everyone's gone. No. I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma.
Aw, thank you, Luna.
I think your hand must have just slipped or something. Right?
And then I would have died. And that would have worked out really well, wouldn't have? Uh-huh.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round.
Yeah, we've gone over this
Star
before.
keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys.
Okay, then. Well, that's great.
The Ambidex gates can be opened as
Yeah,
many
I can't help but
times
feel like
as
I've-
the players wish to open them.
Can feel like we've heard this before. I'm not quite sure where though. You look over my notes
Yes,
because
as
I'm
long
pretty
as we
sure
have the
something's
star
going
keys.
do.
That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over too. Sigma, could you show me your bracelet? Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
As soon as the gate's closed, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
Well, thank you, Zero.
Appearing solo is
Yeah,
time
we've heard that before. Thank you, Zero. Oh my god. I'm a cyan pear. What are you, huh, Luna?
I'm a magenta pear.
Well, isn't that great?
They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
Okay, 80 minutes.
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Physically and emotionally. So what I'm trying to say is, Luna, you single, huh? I think you are.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds. Well, what if we have an enemy? Yes, a common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
It must be Alice. Let's go find her. Okay, so let's figure out who
Right.
planted the bombs, huh?
Well, do you have any clues?
Okay, we have the memory card.
What's this?
Okay.
Really? Oh, I guess we can't really use it then.
But what about... I think...
Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
I think we might have seen something like that. You may remember the infirmary.
Yes, I remember. The infirmary.
Yep.
I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Quark.
Whew, my back is a little bit... scoot up in the chair. Woo.
There was a memory card just like that one. Yes.
Well, let's go use that then, huh?
What's on it? The computer there should be able to read it.
Well, then let's do it, shall we? Let's go.
What are you doing here?
What, do you just want to get angry at me again? Okay, so...
Okay.
Then stick it in already.
That's what she said.
Go ahead.
Oh, lordy.
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yeah.
That doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Was there anything else on there?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yes, all this gibberish. Isn't that great?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Yeah, how about that? And can we go out for recess soon? Or maybe lunch? Oh my god, milk in a bag. That sounds delicious. Chocolate milk.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
Oh, okay.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
You have heard that name before. You have, Sigma, don't
What are the
worry.
Myrmidons?
Put simply, They're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
Oh, that's normal.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb? It was set by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely. I don't know. How am I supposed to decode it?
With your giant brain of yours, I don't know.
I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
Oh, good. Great.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
Helpful. Very helpful.
See.
Yeah.
That's...
Pretty good idea. What? Anyone out want to guess what kind of job she has?
Sorry, but I can't.
Great.
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
Wonderful.
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
Great. Well, Alice.
I'm sorry.
Great. Helpful one. Oh, God, my nose is starting to act up, and I don't even know why. I don't think it's a cold. Maybe it's allergies. It's spring now. I hate spring. Spring is nasty. 1 second.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Forevers.
Then why don't you just ask Clover?
Too late. Can't.
You already know she works with me. Then why don't you... Why? What are you talking about?
Ah, it's love. I don't know. Is love. I don't know. I don't think it's love. Don't know. Don't care. Anyways.
You don't hate me? I tried to kill you. Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game. And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could.
I'm pretty sure most people would do that.
Things just went downhill from there. I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse. Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that. But when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you. God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared. See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you?
A little bit.
Just do it! Kill me! Get it over with!
Aw.
You're lying! I could have killed you. I would have killed you.
Nah, you cool. You cool. For now, at least. Single tear rolled down that cheek. Well, there's a lot of cleavage in my screen right now.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
That's kind of a creepy thing to say when we're having this, you know, one-on-one time here.
Yes. Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried? If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know. About myself, and about the Myrmidons. Deal? Really?
Yes, let's go into it. Come on.
Good. All right, then.
My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation, and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist, and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which is why we moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, we had been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I had finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists, and he had been kidnapped. For the rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her. As a single mother, alone in a country where any relatives were a transatlantic flight away, she did her best not to let me see it, but every so often, when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away, and in every line of her face I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full-ride scholarship straight out of high school and spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job with the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of Internal Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy with my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons. Although at the time the name didn't mean anything to me, they were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they were using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now, at last, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named Left. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. The Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding, but trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to a wall. Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years, and rumors say he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. At that point, I had hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then, one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. I headed out immediately. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her, and when I asked them what they were doing, I got what was just about the last answer I'd expected. They'd told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. My hope was to find the people they were chasing, who I was certain were Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to SOIS headquarters. We decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years prior was connected to Free the Soul. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it, per se. A middle-aged man, who I'll just call H for now, had been bound and placed in the trunk. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of Free the Soul, and very committed to their cause. So, why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently, it had been a part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousnesses of certain other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy. The SOIS had heard of this particular ability before, and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness the power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons crossed my desk. This time, it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she had been a test subject in H's experiment, We knew that she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She would be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hoped that our investigation might give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All of the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers and the like had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. He looked as if he had just been dumped there, and when I got to him, his body was already cold. He was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned that he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell her masters at the SOIS to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That's why they'd killed him. Perhaps they thought they were sending a message to me, that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. They were very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had, at least, been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There, in the morgue, was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. Could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, but they were letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. I broke down crying, right there in the morgue. They were the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started, and there was no stopping them. There would be no forgiveness, not for the monsters who put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I would make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. That night I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed it was the mother lode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written out the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, I wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my other agents in danger. So we took our time. We gathered information. We did our research and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. Well, that was a mouthful.
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
God, how much time have we been in this episode? Let's see. Ooh, 36 minutes.
We should go back. Which is? Yes. What do you propose we do? Clues?
I don't know any clues. Let's see. I have a left hand. That's a big clue. Sometimes it claps with my right hand. That's another clue.
Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but... I told you. We need a key. Without that, it's pointless. A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code.
Okay.
Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Wait, a long string of numbers? Just spill that all out.
What the hell? Where did... Wait. Can you say that again?
God, it was like 20 letters or, 20 letters long, I guess you can say. It was quite characters. Oh my God, it's even more than that.
That's 198,449,351 to the third power. That number you just told me. Prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
Okay, what does that mean? Yes, pretty much.
Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right?
Maybe. Oh my God, that is so many numbers.
Yes. I did do all of that in my head. Simple mental arithmetic. I told you. I'm better at math than most people.
Than most people? I'm pretty sure you are some sort of Rain Man for math.
Look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers.
Okay.
That seems pretty astounding, too.
Okay, we're both pretty fucking astounding.
Where did you find that number anyway?
I don't know.
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys. And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Okay, then. Sure, we'll go with that.
Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code.
Okay.
You still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
You just remember that right off the bat, of course.
On the second row? Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory. We could really use someone like you back at the... You use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
Well, it's pretty easy.
The first number is 1, so take the first letter.
So it would be C. And then let's say we go with 9, we go over 9. Q, U, J, H, N, M, T, E, O. So C-O.
The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one.
Then 8 from O. N, E, R, A, X, D, F, M. M.
Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
Yes, I guess so. Then 8 to the right. Eventually we'd get a word. And that word was decode the oh yeah. So basically you just have to use the numbers. And you use the numbers with the letters. You go from one to the other and you continue to count in the code that they gave you. But I already know the password, so I'm going to give you guys it. It's completed.
Completed? Are you sure?
Yes, it is. Completed.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you. All right, then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
So that's what that transmitter was for. All right, then.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it.
What transmitter?
Great. So now we know it's Dio.
I am your well-made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Well, we know he's a member of the Myrmidons, so...
Hey, are you listening to me? Then answer my question.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
What's this about a transmitter? Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons. Point.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. We're all down in the Floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Quark.
Why?
We only have 45 minutes.
I know that. Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were, so we all followed him down to the Floor B warehouse.
All right.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Vi and Kay were already there. Well, all of a sudden, Vi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
Why? Did something happen?
Oh, of course.
That seems odd. Vi only had one BP2. Her choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh! Just come with me!
All right, let's go.
Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Coming!
Well, that was great. Well thought out. Really well done. God. Poor K, he's getting... Oh, God. Poor K! Anyways, no. Poor K is stuck in the middle.
Stupid? What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
Wow, okay.
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you.
Oh, my God.
Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than nearly killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Sure you did. Oh, dear.
What?
Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
Let's just go on with it. Come on.
What?
Yeah, Dio. Hey, aren't you gonna...
What are you on? You think I set those bombs? Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal. Oh yeah? Where the hell did you get that fact?
I've seen many things.
Vita Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
That sounds actually like a great shoe company. Free the soul. As in free your shoes. Oh god, that's horrible. Oh man. Oh.
What? No, that's not possible. No! You're lying!
Yep.
No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he... Said! Why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if... Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell was all that?
Oh, just me working my interdimensional magic. You know, I'm sort of a interdimensional demon. I don't know.
How did you know all those things?
Magic.
Don't give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons? So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
Yes.
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yes, he did. He's really bright, isn't he? Great guy.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you. I am going to kill you!
No, Lordy.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty. But you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh. Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yes. I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
Oh, great.
You mean there's still a #1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
Wonderful.
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exactly. I planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up, and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off, and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Great.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Right.
Well, activate Charlie's Angels? I don't know. Just go, you two.
Die, you bastard! Yeah! Clover, get him! Right!
Sigma, catch!
No, okay, well, we got the detonator.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Ha! Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You, her, all of you. God, you're stupid.
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it.
Great. Good job, Clover.
If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
Oh, lordy.
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business.
Great.
Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course. That's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat. The right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out.
Right. It's no use. There's nothing here.
Did you lie to me?
No. I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Oh, great. A pill.
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Oh, great. Oh, wonderful. It was a cyanide pill.
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What?
Damn! How could I be so stupid?
Wow, this episode's gonna be over an hour long. Oh, well.
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Why didn't you say you would... Oh, man, the comfort level on that couch must be sky high.
Fine. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation. You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. But you only get one.
Oh, only one? Okay.
This is the deactivation code for bomb 3. Ready? LXQ LHC NMR. My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future. Such a beautiful world.
Great. Thanks. Helpful, Dio.
May brother live in everlasting glory.
He only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Great.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes.
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but...
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close.
Oh my.
So,
Yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device. Right.
3.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me check.
Well, oh, sorry. She got angry. She didn't find
It's
anything.
clean.
Yep.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Oh, lordy. 10, 5, 1.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Great. And... well... that was interesting. Well, at least you guys know a little bit more about Alice now. And a little bit more about Clover, I guess. Well, a lot more about Alice, a little bit about Clover. So it all works out in the end, right? Right? Good. And of course, we have to go through the credits again. Because why the hell not? So while we wait, allow me to make annoying noises. And look at Twitter. Ooh, Twitter looks nice. I have no idea what is going on anymore. But anyways. Well, we figured out that Dio was in fact the person putting the bombs there, but that was no surprise considering the fact that we already kind of knew that anyways. Can't see, but I'm giving the biggest smile you've ever seen. Kind of like that awkward moment where you're just like, yeah! So then we all died. Well, thank you, sales marketing PR Barbara Young. Some random Chinese guy, and I don't even know. And there's the director. He did a great job. Character design did a great job, too. Aside from Alice, who seems to really have giant-ass boobs, and I don't know why. I guess that was the director's pick. There's a writer. Oh, the writer was also the director. Which makes sense. It's probably pretty good. Do. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that ending. Because we still have a lot more to go, and that wasn't even the biggest of the weird things that can happen, I'm sure. We still have a long ways to go. But I think we have unlocked a few other endings. Do. Anyways, I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. Oh man. For that one moment where Alice just went on and on and on about her story. I think she has the longest exposition you've ever seen. But, oh well. Well, there's the development producer, good on him. And the executive producer, which is not, I think his name's popped up quite a bit too, but anyways. And there, my friends, was Alice's ending. And despite what you may think, she still died. So she's died in almost every ending so far. Which is great, because that means she's... good lord. I don't think we'll ever have an ending where she doesn't die or be the cause of our death. Anyways, save is now complete. And we now have all that to figure out. So, oh my. I'm looking at the flowchart. Anyways, we could technically go down and do another ending, but I think it might be a good idea to complete the rest of the forks before we continue on. But that's your choice, guys, not mine. I think I would like to save the endings, for the final bit of the fork, so we don't have to really worry too much about it. But, your choice, guys. Will we continue on our forking path here, all the way over here? Or will we go all the way back up and betray Tenmyoji? Or we go through, I think it was the blue door or the green door. I don't know which one it was. I think it was the green. And go through that path. Up to you guys. For now, though, I'm going to be calling it a night because I am tired as hell. So I will catch you all later. Thank you for watching.